Alright, alright. No, enough of that. Drawing damn pictures, you make me sick. Right, Chris, in his wisdom, has cut out a load of nonsense. I haven't got any headphones. Because apparently someone gave Jordan an absolutely ridiculous tier list with every character in the world in it. Okay, so it's been edited for goodness. All right.
Anyway.
Hold on. Before she gets all southern on it. What's going on? The fuck? Where did my camera go? The hell? The hell? Where's my camera gone? Ah! All right, I think we're ready. We'll go like this. Yeah? This looks accurate to me. Oh, it's fucking Chris moving my mouse. Fucker. Leave me alone. I don't need that. Right. Why Boris happy? Okay. Chris has asked that I put a heart monitor on for this. I'm at 101 because of my rage. Or is it not updating? That looks like it's not updating. Hold on. Oh, it's not connected. Alright, I do not have 100 heart rate right now. Connected. Reconnecting. Connect to me, daddy. I predict nothing but everything is S tier. Come on. You're not happy? Why are you not happy? Don't tell me you've run out of battery or something. Come on. A steady 100 heart rate. That's what I've got. Go on, find it. Do I need to moisten you? I'm alive, I promise you. Try again. There we go. There we go. A nice steady 17. That'll do. That'll do while streaming. Okay. My predictions are that she thinks everything is amazing. And nothing's wrong. That's my prediction here. All right.
Anyway, we have a tier list to do. Now, I've clicked on this tier list, and I just want you to see.
That's too many.
We have a lot of characters.
Yeah, that's way too many.
We have a lot of characters in this tier list.
That's too many.
Why are there so many?
You can remove Tataru for a start. If she disrespects Dulia, I'm gonna be pissed.
I cannot wait to give the preaching
She is a bit loud, isn't she? She is a bit loud.
High blood pressure and like hours of moulding.
I see, Chris, why you requested this.
Because he cannot comprehend what makes a good character. So yeah, what can you do? Alice, straight away. She is everything.
All right.
We love Alice.
Respect.
One of the Sass twins.
All right.
She is so sassy. She delivers.
Yes.
She's so strong.
This is correct.
I love her so much. She's everything.
We respect it. Also acceptable in Shadowbringers.
I don't think anything needs to be said about Alfie at this point. I've loved him from the very start.
Disagree.
He is the best. Our Sass twin.
Disagree.
I feel like Shadowbringers really kind of wrapped up his whole arc. Especially when we all united at the end and we formed the Grand Company of Aortia.
Jordan streams without a microphone.
We love our Alfie. He's come so far. He's the best. Right, I think this is Ardbert, isn't it? Ardbert. So I want to deduct Ardbert a couple of points because he did haunt our room, right? Every time
that's
we
fair.
wanted
He is a creeper.
peaceful night's sleep.
Yeah. That's fair. He is a
our room was
creeper.
haunted. So he also ate my sandwiches, and I will never forgive.
He is a creeper. He is a bedroom stalker.
He also saved us, I guess.
I think that's kind of okay.
I mean, his whole existence.
Creeping
must
on
have been
anybody's
torturous,
bedroom
you know?
is weird.
Like,
Don't do it.
endlessly wandering for 100 years as a spirit that nobody could see. He couldn't interact with anything. He couldn't do anything. He just watched everyone kind of suffer, and he watched his legacy as the
Hey, if I wake
heroes
up and there's a
turn
fucking
into the villains.
woman staring at me
I
in
don't
the
think
room,
we can wish
I'm
that
out of
on
there.
our
That's not
worst
sexy.
enemy. But like he had it.
Buy me
really
dinner first,
rough.
at least.
But despite everything, they kept doing what's right.
So far, the prediction's coming true. Everybody's
did everything
amazing.
right.
Everything's good. Okay.
So for that reason, he goes an S+. Oh, Aaron Beld. Oh, he was. I feel like we spent more time with him in Shadow Bloodbringers. Nah, still
Shadow
I
Bloodbringers?
feel like his whole injury.
I was trying to refrain from calling him Hot Wheels. I assume Jordan didn't call him Hot Wheels.
But also, he still keeps going. So he is just as inspiring as well.
Oh, he's not S tier. Fuck off. Fuck off.
I feel like
No.
he deserves A.
Yeah, all right,
Emeric
all right.
is the best ever. Doesn't need to be said.
In Shadowbringers?
Glug!
No.
Oh my goodness! This was the only character in the game that I could kind of voice act. So I'm gonna give her credit for that.
I need to see that. Can someone give me a clip of Jordan trying to voice act like a dog person? I need that in my life. The backlog is great. I need to see a clip of Jordan trying to voice act a dog. Maybe she'll do it now.
I kind of could voice act her. Or them, sorry.
What a claim to fame.
They were great. I really enjoyed all of the voice lines. So this is a little bit biased, I guess. But I mean, they were great. They were great.
It must be a small person thing.
And they helped, you know, develop the tech to bring all of the souls back. Important stuff. So, ate it. Ardbert's companion. Okay, right. So, I feel like these are going to be a little bit difficult because I have not unlocked all of those role quests yet. The only role quest I did was the ranged or magical DPS one. So, I haven't done the tank one, I haven't done the healer one, and I haven't done the physical DPS one. So, I can't obviously.
Then why are we here, Jordan?
Quests, but I am leveling those
Why
jobs.
are we here?
are leveling those jobs. So I'm just going to put them in not Shadowbringers because obviously we haven't met them properly. We didn't spend the time properly with them yet.
What a disgusting paw.
But I am very excited to do them because everybody keeps saying, you know, that it's amazing. All of those role quests, not Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what expansion we're in. The salad ones will always be the best.
This is fucking mental terrorism.
On this hill. The salad is top tier.
This is mental terrorism. She's a.
Oh my goodness, Julia Chai. It's the Chais, not Julia. What was his name? But I loved the Chais. Literally, I loved them because they were each other's biggest fans. And he also rose into power. He didn't really want it.
Is there Talos on this tier list?
Uncomfortable with the leadership position, but he overcame it, and he then ended up being a good leader. You know,
He was a
built
fucking
the
cock loser.
gigantic Talos to reach Valkyrie, and he became the manager of Yulbor. Yep, the manager. So So I really
Julia, for sure. She's the hard carry.
Really good.
I bet she likes Feoul, doesn't
Can't
she?
do it. Oh, Ellie de Bus. Okay.
You better respect the ending of that man's story. Are you fucking B-tiering Elidibus?
Oh, Shadowbringers. And his fight as well. His fight was iconic. The music, 5.3.
There we go. There we go.
Ooh, where would we put Elidibus?
He's S. He's good. His ending of his story is tragic. It's a tragic horror. It's horrible.
Oh, who's this? I forgot this character. Can't have been that important. Who's this again? Okay, Emmett was literally everything. From the second he arrived in Storm...
I'm a little pissed off because she's clearly putting them in an order because she put the stupid fucking vegetable bitch like at the top of S tier, and Emmett appears to be all the way down here below fucking Emmerich. And frankly, she's getting on my fucking tits with not like maintaining some semblance of order, and I don't like it. So she better not carry on with this attitude.
Blood with his sassy drama theatre kid sass dramatics. He owned the screen. And he was also a villain that you could like understand. And it offered that
there you go
dynamic of
below
your goals just collide.
But we're going below. We're going, okay.
You can understand him, where he's coming from, his goals and motivations as much as you like, but we still can't allow it to happen.
Emmett Selk.
What a great, antagonist? I wouldn't even call him a villain. He was great. He really was. He just sassed us the whole way through. He just was in the back going, me, 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 me.
Wait, did we fucking B-tier the bunny people? Oh, piss off. Above Biggs. The fucking bunny people are above Biggs. The bunny people are on par with Sid.
And he's great. Oh, it's Estinian, aka Estinine, the main character. I think Estinian goes in the bin because I cannot be the main character while he exists. I've already hired a hitman on him in Endwalker. We got him kidnapped, and I still wasn't redeemed as the main character. Okay, no, Estinian is so cool. He's great. He's so edgy. He's so broody. He's so like, ooh,
he's not S-Plus, what?
Lean, really cool in the corner.
No,
and then he just walks away from you
he's
like,
not in Emmett Selk's league.
Bye. Oh, here we go. I'm guessing this is Fandango. I thought Emmett was dramatic and theatrical, but my goodness, Fandaniel is so
fun.
Dramatic.
He's so fun and exciting, and everything he does is just a pleasure and a joy.
It's great how they write so many different villains and so many different antagonists. Like, he just wants to see the world burn. He is going down, and he is taking everybody with him. He don't care.
It's alright,
because
Feoul's up next.
And isn't that the most scary villain? A villain with nothing to lose? He's just absolute madness. Crazy. He does own the screen. He is scary. But he's also like... We've not got to know him as much. I'm going to put him as S for now. Because we still have the rest of Endwalker. We've just started Endwalker. I feel like maybe his position will change.
I like Fandaniel.
It's Theo's UI! Okay, well, Theo's UI did try and fix my UI, but wasn't very successful because it's still cursed. So, you know, every time you lot complain about my UI, you can blame Theo. Okay, we loved our Theo. I think Theo deserves S.
Feowul and Fandaniel and Elidibus. They're the same.
Phil Hammond!
They're the same.
We did see Phil Hammond when
They're
we
on the
all
same
arrived
fucking.
back
Yeah,
on the
I
source.
see it. I see it.
We
They're
had
on the
tea
same
time
fucking
with Phil
league.
Hammond on the rooftop bar, right?
I'm not. My heart rate's not going up, so I'm just depressed.
We delivered a message from. Did we deliver a message from?
It's hard to be angry at such filth and nonsense. As somebody who rates Elidibus and Fandaniel as the same as the annoying Scottish fairy.
Ah, Fordola. Fedora. We've seen her a little bit so far, only a little bit, but she's just really... I feel like she's gone from just being really edgy and broody to just being brutally real. She's like, oh, pick yourself up. Oh, boo-hoo. Come on, let's go and save the world. You know? She's really great.
At least she ranked right higher than Ironsides.
So little of her, like, we've only seen her a smidgen, but her moments are so memorable. I'm like, I think she goes in S+.
Fordola is better than Elidibus and Fandaniel in Shadowbringers. What crack heroin bullshit are you smoking? Like, I don't understand how you can even look at this and not want to smash your own face in, right? Like, absolutely ridiculous. You're rating Fordola. I don't get it. I don't get what fucking heroin is being taken here.
I feel like she could be an S because, again, we've not really seen much of her, but she's great. She really is. It's the twins' father.
F tier.
Who disowned them.
Yes.
He looked cool.
Badge.
His character was cool, but
F tier.
he's evil. But he did a really good job of being like a really snobby, I'm way too clever for you. I am above everybody.
I would give him a B.
I'm going to disown my
He's just
children.
a cunt.
So
he's just a cunt. He's not even a great
like,
cunt compared to the other villains in Shadowbringers.
He is Bill. He deserves to be in the bin for disowning our dear Sash
I don't think
twins,
he's a great character.
But also we have
He's
to
just a twat.
appreciate how good the
Now,
character
Mommy,
is, even if the character's
Mommy's
bad.
top shelf.
Can't put all the villains in the bin. I did that at the start and I got flamed. So
Oh,
I feel
forget
like if
what
we
people
don't
think.
put all the villains in the bin, the preaching one will be happy, right?
No.
I don't see anything wrong with the tier list
You
so
couldn't
far.
make me
I
happy
think we're
in a
doing good
fucking
job.
lifetime of tier list, Jordan.
They only really
You
had
couldn't
one
make me
scene.
happy if you
But I
were
feel
like
like he
made
did a
tier
really
lists
great
from
job
now until
of
the
what
day
he
you
was supposed
died,
to do.
were resurrected,
Being really
and did it
snobby,
again. I would
above-
still not
above
be
it,
happy.
Arrogant, pretentious. Like, yes, he's all of these things and these things are negative, but he did them really well.
I don't think so.
Like,
He's
he did
B.
deliver, so I'm going to put him in S. Is this Gaboo? Wait, oh my goodness. I feel like Gaboo has such a crucial role because we discovered a cure for temper.
Is Seto on this tier list?
It all led up to saving him. Alice never forgot about him.
Okay.
And he's cute. He's so cute. S tier.
S tier. S tier. Everybody's S tier.
It's Gaia.
Don't go up.
Gaia is the best.
I fucking can't. I fucking can't. Like, there's no way. There's no way. I fucking can't, dude.
Girl, she's the best girl. She just is, okay? She was so cool. And she could have easily have been so, like sometimes when you get the kind of edgy characters like that, it can just like be really mean to Reen, for example. But she wasn't. They're the best of friends. They're like sisters. Gaia and Reen, they're sisters. And they have their two dads, Dad Crid and Yuri Dad. And I loved their dynamic. I loved getting to know Gaia. I loved that she could have gave in, but she didn't. She kept going. She showed a lot of strength. Gaius. Okay, we did the Whirlit quest line, which is a quest line that I'm never gonna forget because that was a masterpiece of shattering my heart over and over again. Gaius.
Below Gaia.
I want to put him in S+ because
S+ is reserved for the best of the absolute best of the best of the best. It can't be your biggest category. Like, it can't be the default. It's the best of the best. It's like, not only is it the cream of the cream of the cream of the crop, it can't just be everybody in there.
I really like Gaius. I just think of the whole Whirlit quest line and I just feel for him. His children and... I think he goes in S+.
S+, what a surprise. Gonna need to fucking drag that bitch wider, aren't we? Gonna need to stretch that.
Who's next? Look, the Crystal Exarch, Grahatia, is the best. He is the best.
Everybody's the best, Jordan.
Epic scene in 5.3.
What a team. If this was Space Jam, them aliens have no chance. No chance. Everybody's the best.
The Exarch is S+. He is.
Wait. We skipped Brosetsu. Brosetsu is S tier. Fordola is S+. Brosetsu is S tier. Fordola is S+.
It's just a fact. This is a factual statement and a factual tier list, and there cannot be anybody who would disagree with him being S+. Oh, this kid. I remember this kid. Oh, I can't remember what his name is. It begins with H, right? Ulrich, yes. Yes, Ulrich. Tragic story. And then when he repeated Tesseline's lines, like when we kind of fixed him, we saved him.
I'm actively trying to keep calm at this point. I'm like controlling my breathing.
I know, technically we didn't really spend much time with him, but...
A's respectable. A's fine.
He's a tragic character with a tragic story.
Decent character, moved the story along.
Even though that might not necessarily be like his personality or him as a character, his impact on the story was a lot, so...
Yeah.
We'll put him in A.
A tier is fine.
Odd. Anyway. Oh, Lord Hien. He's not Shadowbringers, but...
What maniac puts Hien in S+? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, what absolute maniac would do that? Under what circumstances? Like, give me some credentials. Give me an itinerary. Justify your decision. What in the fuck? I don't give a shit. Even in Stormblood, he's terrible. Oh, this Fun Daniel guy seems like a really trustworthy person. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking see what happens. It's gonna be awesome. Like, what in the actual fuck are you talking about?
Hythlodaean?
S+,
I
why
remember
not?
the cutscene when we were in Amarok. Hythlodaeus. You should be surprised that I remembered that much. I'm just saying. I feel like I did really well remembering.
Wonder where that'll be in Endwalker. Hard to say.
Hythlodaeus. That cutscene was gut-wrenching. I still remember in 5.0 seeing Amarok for the first time.
No. Hith is not S+. No. S+ is for the absolute amazing, like, oh my god, your Emmett Selks belong up there. That's where they belong. Really, really good characters are S. That's where they go. Great, wonderful character. Really amazing. Did a good job. But not the quintessential, like, overwhelming, like, unstoppable force.
Going around the city, which were the memories, and then having that cutscene with Hythlodaeus, and then talking to the Scions one at a time before you go in to face Emmett. And then not only that, like one of these things
WTF
stands
is
out
this?
as like peak,
Eye cancer is what it is.
what I've done so far. And then you individually speak with all the scions. It's all kind of led up to facing Emmett. And then you go in and you go through the Amarot dungeon.
Yeah, he's an A or an
kind of
S.
relive the
Like,
final
I would
days.
go A
And
with
then you
Hypnodeus.
face Emmett at the end.
He is in the
That
Holrick
whole
League.
sequence,
Important
that
character,
whole,
important
like,
junction
3
along the
hours,
story, but he's not
I
the
was
car.
speechless. Was the most incredible piece of media that I've ever consumed, and I feel like 5.0 and 5.3 just has changed gaming forever for me. Final Fantasy 14 already changed gaming for me, but 5.0
It's only the second game you've ever played.
incredible. And like I've said so many times, Shadowbringers or Final Fantasy 14, yes, it's a phenomenal story, but it's an experience that is unlike anything you will ever experience. One of a kind experience. Amazing. So I think Hythlodaeus was a really heart-wrenching cutscene. And maybe they don't deserve S+, but it was just the cutscene. It just really stood out. It was a really
She's played COD.
Well, I think S+ for villain. I know it was in Stormblood that we first met him, but he genuinely terrified me. Like, he just slow walks at
I
you.
do want some
He
Franny
doesn't
Tales.
move,
Xenos.
but he
Franny
radiates such
The
power. He's
D&D
genuinely
rank are just there for
terrifying
decoration.
without doing anything terrifying. But I feel like that's always way more sometimes. Genuinely terrifying villain. He really scares me.
Oh, I like
It
Xenos.
wasn't
I always
really in
liked Xenos. I
Shadowbringers
wouldn't
much.
S plus him, but I like Xenos.
And he's just coming into Endwalker.
I was a Xenos enjoyer for a while.
But
He's just displayed badly
that
in
he invokes in me really
Shadowbring-
stands
in,
out.
Shadowbringers.
Genuinely
Shadowbringers.
one of the bad guys that I feel very scared in the presence of. So I feel like because he does that got a credit to the writing then. Oh, Krill! Oh, Krill was another character we didn't see too much in Shadowbringers.
So S plus, right?
But she worked tirelessly to preserve the bodies of the scones. She exhausted herself, and it was thanks to her that everyone managed to be okay once we finally came back. And Krill is best girl. I am also going to be cosplaying Krill at the next Race to World First event,
Damn right.
because I lost the jump tower challenge to the preaching one, but you know, I let him win because my existence can't exist just to antagonize him, right? I can't just annoy him 100%.
So
of the
when
time.
will that change?
Like, sometimes we have to let him like us. So
When will
I let
that
him
change,
win the jump
Jordan?
tower challenge.
At which point?
So that
Is there
he
a
wasn't
plan?
too angry
Can I
with
get a
me.
fucking date? Will there be a letter,
But yeah,
a memo, an
because
email
me
of
letting
when
him
that will
win,
end?
I now
Will
have
that
to
happen?
dress up as Krill for the next Race to World First. I can't wait. Binfilia. So we had a little bit of a dynamic of Minfilia through Reen. Kind of. We had the really heart-wrenching scene after Thancred, by the way, when you play as Thancred against Ranjit. Anyway. That was so memorable as well. There are so many moments in Shadowbringers that I'm like, whoa, I will never forget this, because it's just like every time you use that Thancred ability to save him, you could feel the toll that it took on his body, like the heartbeat.
Why are you talking
and
about
the
Thancred? We're
sluggishness,
talking about
and
Minfilia.
It was just a very memorable scenario. I literally thought he was gonna die. I literally thought he was dead. And then when he was freaking just sitting there on the step, I wanted to strangle him. It was the typical situation where I was like, you better not die or I'm gonna kill you myself. That's how I felt. I was gonna kill him myself when I saw him fine sitting on the step. But yeah, anyway, talking to Minfilia, so the heart-wrenching cutscene with Reen, when Reen became Reen, obviously, was a really, really lovely cutscene. But I think Minfilia, like, she's okay. I think Minfilia...
Noticing a trend with the girls. A lot of love for shaven, open-chested fellas that get sweaty. Not a lot of love for the pretty girls, right? Outside of them kicking ass in some way. Just noticing a little bit of a theme that the B tier doesn't contain a lot of sausage. Don't know if you guys have noticed. Just something I got to throw out there. Not a lot of sausages in the B tier. It feels a little light on the protein, is all I'm saying. Like, a cumulative effort of about 10 inches is going on here. Up here, though, I think we could draw a map around the globe, sausage to sausage, for the most part. Just pointing something out. Maybe it's just me.
I mean, she didn't do anything wrong.
I do want some
I know
Franny
Miss Philly
toast.
saved a whole shard. She did.
Yes, she did.
She saved
Yes, she
a whole
did.
shard.
Even better than Reed's Falcon.
Yes, she did.
She saved the first.
Yes, she did.
She deserves better. Right, you know what? She did. Yes, that was one
Wow.
chat influence, but...
Saves the world. Promotion to A tier below the Ginger Scottish Fairy.
We can get away with that. Ranjit!
Yeah, B.
I don't know.
He has
you know,
one good
with
cutscene, but
Ranjit,
other than that, he's
he
kind
was
of a douche. B or C.
just annoying.
B or C.
Because he was an antagonist. Like, he's the villain. That's their job. Antagonize. But he also wasn't really that... I don't know.
Jordan, if you're doing this face where you're trying to think of something worthwhile, it's B, C, or D, right? If you're like, I mean, right? That's B, C, or D. That's the not. Why are you floating around the A tier characters? You're like, who is this fucking guy? Like,
He wasn't the most inspired villain.
no,
You know?
he's
Like,
trash. He has one good cutscene, and that's because of Thancred, not because of him.
I'm just gonna be a doorstop. I don't think he deserves A.
There
I
you
feel
go.
Like he was just kind of okay. I just think he wasn't that interesting, you know?
No.
Like, he was just there to...
I see Lisa. I think Lisa. I rate
Like, be a
Lisa's
barrier.
ARS tier these days.
Oh, what was his
Oh,
name?
fuck off, man.
Oh, from Raktika. He
Stole a butthole eater?
He gives a flower.
He's
to
not
Yushtola
S
when
tier.
you get the two minions out. If you get a Yushtola minion out and him out. Runa. He gives her a flower. Oh.
He gave her a flower.
He was really sweet.
So what?
I liked him. I feel like he can go here.
Minfilia saved the world. You stole her a flower? What are you saying? What are these words that are coming out of your mouth? Like, what is going on? She saved the world. Gave a flower. I don't understand how this brain process works. If this was Tetris blocks, there'd just be holes everywhere. There'd be nothing going on. It'd be just chaos.
He was cool. I liked him. Reen. Oh my goodness. Reen is like the best girl.
Uh-huh. Really couldn't have had Shadowbringers without her.
It must be so difficult. I don't know. I kind of sympathize with her position because she was essentially not even living her own life until she chose, like, at the end, right? She was kind of living in the shadow of somebody else's legacy.
Yeah, sure.
She went through so much. She found herself.
Did she?
She went from a really nervous, unsure girl, desperate to prove herself, and she came so far. She reminds me of Lise a little bit. We love our little bean, our little ween. Oh, Seto. Seto.
Be fucking careful, Jordan. Be fucking careful.
Oh my gosh, Seto. And when you tell him about Ardbert towards the end, that cutscene. That was like being hit by a truck, that cutscene. So Seto himself as a character, I feel like the reason why I want to put Seto in S+ is because it's not just like the Seto character, it was his part in the story. and the story around
I just really wish Setsu could have had as much as an impact.
I feel like it was the most
Estinian.
heart-wrenching moments of Shadowbringers. And the cutscene, you know, at the very end really got me. I think it's when you go and speak to him when your soul is kind of fused with Ardbert, right?
Oh, Kryl.
And him and Ardbert have like a conversation. I think that was the cutscene, wasn't it?
I remember weeping like a baby at Kryl's cutscene in the Shadowbringers.
You know what? You're better than Ardbert because, like I
was
said,
brought
Ardbert
to
hoarded
ruins.
my in-room and
Same
ate
with
my
Emmerich.
sandwiches, so whatever.
Ruined I was.
Tataru! Ah, Tataru! I love Tataru! Tataru is my favorite. No, you can go here, Tataru. You're the best.
Yeah, not quite as good as Estinian though.
Oh my god, it's Tesleen.
Not quite as good.
It's Tesleen.
Tataru more important than Ardbert.
I feel like her brief story.
Oh, come on!
Was the most shocking introduction to something, like that whole going to Alice.
Oh, come on!
Like being introduced to Shadowbringers. I'm speechless. See, I'm speechless. She was such a kind and wholesome, wonderful person, and she met such a tragic end. And that cutscene was terrifying. It was like, whoa, really set the tone for the expansion, so I really want to put her like up here. I kind of want to put her above, I can't put her above Seto. Her short-lived time on screen was so memorable. That freaking cutscene when she turns into a Sin Eater was terrifying. Oh my goodness.
It's a great cutscene.
Oh, it's Dadcrid. Okay, Dadcrid.
I wonder where.
Going right to the top of the tier list.
It's not even a debate when it comes to the fellas. They're just like right to the top. Yow! Rocket ship, baby. Diamond hands.
Dadcrid went through some stuff. Let me tell you. Bigger story arc than anyone. This is his best glow up. His outfits were so terrible. He looked great in Shadowbringers. But also, he had to look after.
He looked great in
again,
Shadowbringers.
Go through, you know, all that grief that he was struggling to come to terms
No,
with.
in
and then
defense.
have to
No, don't get me wrong. Thancred is amazing in Shadowbringers. It was my favorite ever version of Thancred was Shadowbringers by miles. But that is absolutely none of the justification for why he's up there on Jordan's list. It's because he looked really good.
Live that grief. And then again, when we had to say goodbye, that grid went through so much this expansion. Oh my goodness.
Look at her face. It's the most disingenuous shit ever. It's when she wants to ride his cock like it's the fucking Grand National. Look at her face. Oh, and he went through so much blah, 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 blah. And she wants to fucking ride that pony. That's all it is. Look at what's your face. It's like holding back the smile. Right?
Failure again.
Watch.
Go through, you know, all that grief that he was struggling to come to terms with and then have to relive
Watch the
that
smirk.
grief.
Here it comes.
And then again, when we had to say goodbye.
Look at that face.
Grid went through so much this expansion. Oh my goodness.
That's the thirstiest eyes I've ever seen on any girl ever. She's like dehydrated. What the fuck is going on?
Yuri, Dad. Okay, Yuri Anjay is exhausting. We need a dictionary every time he speaks, but we love him.
Nice plus, of course.
And again, he's kind of like Thancred, where he had such a glow up this expansion. I loved his outfit. We love our Yuri Dad. We gotta put Yuri with our other dad. Dadcrid and Yuri Dad. Especially with the, what was the raid series with Reen and Gaia?
What was that raid series called? What a thinker.
Well, we love Yuri anyway.
She can't remember. She can't remember. Well, whatever.
Eden, yes, with Eden. That whole series was amazing. Val 3, his
Gigachunk.
voice actor was phenomenal. I have to say, his voice actor was so good. Like, you felt the 75 chin.
She's low down, but he did turn into a handsome fella at the end. So does that rocket shipping right up?
Like, you felt his voice actor freaking delivered. And he just was shrieking. He was a great villain. And then his boss fight with the boss fight music. Oh my gosh, that boss fight music was so nice. I feel like Val 3 was
He went up quicker than an erection, dude. Did you see that? And then the boss fight, but dying.
tier. I think Val 3 can go up here. He was great.
Yeah.
He cried like a baby. Y'shtola. Oh, Y'shtola is so amazing. I love her directness.
Y'shtola was the only
sass
character who
and
lost
her
ranks for me in
Matoya.
Shadowbringers.
Like, her Matoya was showing. I loved her. She's
Did not
so
like the sort
smart.
of change they made to Y'shtola's personality.
Oh, she's everything. I
She
kinda wanna
was
put
one of
her
my
above Alfie
favorites.
here.
She got down ranked in Shadowbringers.
I kind of want to put her above Alfie as well.
Okay. Okay. All right. No, I'm just gonna breathe. I'm moving on. Moving on.
Ooh, okay. No, I'm sticking by that. No, I'm putting her there.
Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Okay, so final standings. Now that we've kind of placed everyone on the board, is there anyone that we would move? Oh, we'll definitely put Height
There
of the
we go.
Deus higher. I didn't realise Height of the Deus was so low. I think this looks good. I don't see a problem.
Can anybody spot a problem with this list? I mean, upon closer inspection, it seems flawless. Absolutely flawless. We need to toughen Jordan up. I don't know how we do it, but we've got to toughen Jordan up. We've got to do it. We need to, like, conscript her or something. We need to cause some sort of, like, mental anguish in some way. We've got to toughen her up. Like, this is unacceptable. This is not okay. What's happening here is just not okay. Right? Suffer up, there has to be some toughening up here. Absolutely nobody in Shadowbringers was a bad character or D tier. They were middling at best, which is relatively fair. I do want some Franny toes. Oh, Franny toes.
You should feel very lucky you don't have a daughter. It would just be this every day.
I'm looking at Sunshine here saying, no, I think she's lovely because Sunshine is corrupt and evil. And I think all we do, I've got the solution. I have solved it. I have solved it. At the next PreachCon, it's too late. We're going to see Jordan at FanFest. At the next PreachCon, I am going to organize a treat for the PreachCon ladies. And I'm going to send them on a fun day out. So that Jordan has to spend time with Sunshine and Janie and Stormy and Bex and all the wonderful ladies that will destroy her mentally within a few hours. I'm going to send them with them all. Emma can go. Zoe can go. They're all going to go together. And they're, you know what? We'll send them to like an escape room. Something where they have to work together. And it will be the most destructive process that has ever existed. It's just got to happen because we can't have this. Your biggest tier is the top tier. And you've put in Shadowbringers, Emmett Selk has fallen below the vegetable. But on the same grading, apparently, is Emmerich and Fordola and Gaia and Hien are all the absolute best of the best of the best in Shadowbringers.
I think we're good. There's a couple of people in the bin. Most of the characters are not in Shadowbringers, which is sad. But
except the ones that qualify for S+.
I think this looks good.
Wait a minute. All right, Chris is fighting the good fight. Clog's trolling, is what I could see. Clog is calling it absolute perfection as he giggles to himself. Chunky is trying to point out that you're a little bit top-ended. There's no... Chris is laughing because there's no D or F tier at all. But most of you are like... You know what's happening here? I actually see what's happening here. You guys are just happy that this is so fucking tragically bad that I'm going to be annoyed. That's what I can see in the chat, is that you guys are just sat back reveling in this because it is so bad that you know I'm going to be pissed off. Yeah, you don't need to scatter. Aaron Vard on the chair tier. Where's Valina? Every side S+ except McPhilly, lol. Where's the F tier? Chris, can you get Mike to use the heart rate monitor while watching this? Yeah, there it comes. Yeah. What even counts as a D tier character? Okay.
Not to say that my previous tier lists were bad, but I think this looks great. Yeah, I think so too. If I don't look at chat, nobody can disagree.
You're looking at chat. We can see your eyes, Jordan.
I am confident in my decisions. Yep, this is it. This is the tier list. Sticking by my decisions. There's a couple of people that I didn't rank in the subcategories, but that's fine.
I've got a headache.
Sorted. Yeah. Done.
I've got a headache. It's a thirst list. We should get to make a thirst list, but I'm pretty sure we'll know what it is. I need to call Emma. I need to know where food is. I've got a headache. I'm upset. She's turned her phone off. Why would she do this? I need to talk to my wife. I need to talk to someone who will tell me what's bad and what's good. We're not getting Greg's. But we are out of eggs. We're eggless. I don't know what I can make. I have no idea what's in. I don't know. I know there's no eggs, and I want something simple. Get a Chunks egg. Get something from Chunks. No problem. I'm broke. I've actually got a headache, but I think that's dehydration. It is so hot in this room. It is crazy. I need to guzzle some water. I haven't got any ramen. Got nothing. It's not dehydration. It's definitely on the list. Where's my wife? She said she was bringing lunch and stuff back like about 10 o'clock. Yeah, the humidity is grim. Absolutely grim. Oh, Jesus Christ. McNuggies? No. Right.
Perfect. There's nothing negative that can be said. There are no, look, the list ends at C. Look,
I say that headache came on rapidly.
Oh,
yeah.
No, look, there is
Get a salad.
Look, everything's
It
on the
says
screen.
plus tier after all.
There is no rank below C. It's just characters that weren't in Shadowbringers.
Is Fan Daniel below Mango? Elidibus is below Mango. Gosetsu is below Mango. The more I look at it, the worse it gets. It's like a car crash. Like, you see the crash and it's bad, but if you look at the details, there's limbs and there's an eyeball on the floor, and it's just, it's worse and worse and worse. The more you take in of it, it just continues to degrade into just horrific, horrific nightmares.
I wish that the Whirlit questline characters were on here. Out of all the freaking characters that we got, we didn't get Valens. Valens would be in the bin. Like, we have so many different types of villains, which is, again, a testament to the writing, that you can have so many different villains. Like, they're all villains, but they're all totally different. Like, Fandango is just absolutely nuts. And it's just like, I'm gonna die, so everybody's gonna die. Like, he's crazy. And then we have, like, Emmett. I think, like, they're just so different. And then you have somebody like Valens, who is truly like, they're all truly villains, right? But Valens was...
Where is she? Where is she? Is she here? She's online. Is she here? She's not here. Why do you hate me? Can you please justify why Monago is better than Elidibus? Please. She's replying. She's replying. $4 better than Elidibus and Shadowbringers. EN is as well. EN is way better than Fandaniel and Shadowbringers. That's a fact. I mean, there's no denying that. Like, some of these things are just objectively true. Right? There's just no way of getting around it. She stopped typing. Has she realized the error of her ways? She was typing. Oh, she's trying again. I'm going to ask her one more after this. I'm not calling her, so I don't think Jordan gets out of bed till like midday. Oh, I will move that face forward. That's really mean. That does not represent what Jordan looks like.
Like,
oh, she's talking about disgust. Where's Happy Jordan?
The next race squad first. I can't wait.
There we go. She's okay. She's thinking about an answer. She keeps typing and then stopping.
I do want some Franny toes,
dude.
Oh, Franny toes.
For real. I said this. I think this is a personal pet peeve of mine.
The story so far,
like,
not in isolation of Shadowbringers.
A personal pet peeve of mine is using bad thumbnails of people. Like, I really hate it. I think it's disrespectful and rude, right? I personally hate it. You can freeze literally anybody while they're talking and get a super ugly picture of them that does not represent what they look like at all. And I think if you got to put it out there, it's really rude. Like, if you're broadcasting it. And they did it last night to Dan. Wowhead did it to Dan. And Chris thought it was hilarious. And I'm like, I fucking hate this shit. Where is it? Where's that fucking thumbnail they used of Dan? This one. Dan is Mr. GM. Dan's a handsome lad. But this is the thumbnail that they used of Dan. That's so mean. I find that just really mean. Like, Morgan looking fresh, Patrick looking good, and that's the thumbnail they used of Dan mid-conversation. I find it really rude. Like, I get people find it funny to do, like, weird pictures, but I think if you're going to make a thumbnail of somebody or put someone else... Yeah, it's just not good. Like, you could have moved it forward like I just did with Jordan there for 2 seconds and get a really wonderful picture. Jordan's really pretty. There's no reason to put down a picture of her that doesn't look good. Okay, Jordan's defense. I may have forgotten to order a few of the characters. She was first, so she ended up in the front, and I forgot to review that at the end. No kill, please. Also, fruit is vital for health. I would like to point out that you reviewed the end and said it was perfect. So your lies are catching up with you. I did good this time. They made me wear a heart monitor for your list. We now have scientific data that, in fact, you did not do well. We now actually have historical scientific data that they do not do well. We can track it moment by moment. We can do it like TV ratings. The Sylph is at the top. Yeah. The Sylph. I mean, I get the Sylph is a meme for some reason, probably because she knows it annoys me, or she genuinely really loves them. Let me take this damn thing off now. We have actual empirical recorded data at this point. Yeah, we do. But you're only halfway through. Oh, she's here. No. I reversed it because I reversed the video because I paused on a shitty image of you. Ben?